Hi everyone, these were my last two free printables, and if you downloaded them and made the beads with them, perhaps you ended up ladder stringing the flat beads as you see me doing here. And ladder stringing's great, it's a brilliant way to hold the beads in place, but what if you wanted to string this design horizontally? The natural history design that I gave away really does look best if you string it horizontally, but how do you do that? Because when you roll these paper beads using my popsicle stick method to get the flat beads, you end up with quite a large hole, and of course the elastic just moves around inside the hole, and if you try to string the beads horizontally, this is what happens. You just end up with this uneven mess that you can't comfortably wear because the beads just won't sit right on your wrist, and the whole thing just ends up looking like a horrible mess. So what do you do? Well, I pondered over this for absolutely ages, and I did come up with a solution, and I ended up actually being able to string my beads horizontally with the images the right way up, the way that they should be, and the bracelet is perfectly stable. The beads won't flip over, they can't turn around because of the way I have designed it, and by the end of this video you will know how you can do exactly the same thing with your flat beads, so stay tuned. But before we get started, in case you're wondering, yes, there is a free printable with my most recent blog post that goes with this video, and these are the beads that you can make with that free printable. So I'm just going to quickly recap with you the popsicle stick method. It's my popsicle stick with the comfort grip on there. You just literally just print the design off, cut the beads into their strips, and there you have a flat bead. And normally you would ladder string them like this. And there's another one that I've ladder strung, but if you want to string them like this, this is my secret. Now the key to all of this is in these things, and they're called cake pop sticks. I have no idea what they're for, I have no idea why I bought them in the first place, but these are what I used to help me make my paper beads sit nicely when threaded horizontally, and this is how I did it. You can also use kebab stick like you see here, but I actually use these cake pop sticks, and I have got some in my Amazon storefront now for anyone that wants to buy them. So all I did was to cut lengths of these cake pop sticks that would fit neatly inside my paper beads like this. Now of course they're not going to stay there, so I had to make sure that I stuck them in there so well that they would never come out, and this is how I did it. I just made sure that I covered the sticks with plenty of solid glue before I put them into the middle of the paper bead. And because the white ends do look a bit conspicuous, I did quickly colour them with some Sharpie marker, but of course you could do this before you actually put these sticks inside the beads. Then when they were all done, I took some non-stick paper and then I put a heavy book on top to make sure that they were really stuck in there well. And then it was time for the exciting part. I was going to thread them and see if my idea had actually worked, because obviously I didn't know if this was going to work when I set out to do this, and I'm really pleased to tell you it works absolutely brilliantly. You can see when you thread the first line of elastic through, and of course they're still very wobbly with only one thread of elastic, but that will change in a moment. So there's my first line of elastic going through the top holes, And then I got a separate piece of elastic, because you don't want to put the same, you don't want to bend the same piece through and put it through, that won't work. And then I threaded through the bottom hole, and that was when the bracelet became completely stable. And I knew that it would work at that point, and I knew that all I had to do was tie the ends off and put it on my wrist. And very proudly, I might add, because I do love to solve a problem. So yeah, I was really pleased that that actually worked, because I've been racking my brains trying to think of a way that I could do this. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and don't forget to go over to my website, which is www.buncraftstodo@home.com, to get this week's free printable to make some lovely colourful beads. And you can even use this stringing method to make yourself a lovely colourful bracelet. Thanks again, everyone. It's lovely to have you here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.